Now, we've got a choice when we think about these challenges in our economy. We can kind of tiptoe around them, we can try and pretend them away, but my style and my preference is to be pretty blunt about them. We do have a whole range of things going in our favour, and I mentioned some of those things a moment ago, and we've got cause for confidence in the medium term and in the longer term. But in my view, there's no use mincing words when it comes to this inflation challenge, which will get worse before it gets better. Inflation will be, in my view, significantly higher than the 5.1% that we saw in the most recent data. And so we need to be upfront with all of that. And we need to work together to address these challenges. Now, from my point of view, in this relatively new job that I've got, what I'm going to try and do is to try and structure this collaboration that I'd like us all to engage in as part of this big national conversation about our economic outlook and how we strengthen our economy and our society. And some of the opportunities for that in terms of the next 18 months or so of work out of my portfolio. You know, clearly already we're beginning to go through the budget line by line, myself and my colleague Katie Gallagher, to work out where we can redirect spending from unproductive purposes to more productive purposes. I'm looking to begin the review of the Reserve Bank in the next month or two, and hopefully that would report sometime around the middle of next year, and I know a range of people in the room have got views on that, which I welcome. I'll provide that ministerial statement to the Parliament in July when it returns so that I can update some of the forecasts. We'll have a jobs summit sometime after Parliament resumes at this point, and from that a white paper on the challenges in our labour market, including skills shortages and the gender pay gap and some of those associated issues as well. By the end of September we'll have the final budget outcome for last year. We'll have the budget in October. And I haven't said this publicly before, but we're looking at the budget being on or around the 25th of October, subject to the finalisation of the parliamentary sitting schedule, but certainly in the last week of October is our objective when it comes to the budget. The Productivity Commission will release their 5-yearly review of productivity in February of next year. The May budget will follow soon after that, and I also hope to have an intergenerational report during the course of calendar 2023 as well. So that's just to give people an indication of the various ways that we can collaborate and you can have meaningful input into our thinking on the economy. Let me just finish on a really quite an optimistic note, because I'm conscious that by running through the challenges that we are most concerned about, I need to be careful, we all need to be careful to recognise as well what we have going for us too. And this final observation is prompted a bit by a question I got yesterday in a press conference about whether the new government had been served a particular kind of sandwich in coming to government. And also a cartoon in one of the other newspapers today which adopted a very similar theme. I don't see it that way. I genuinely think that Australia has a really big opportunity here to have a stronger economy and a stronger society after COVID-19 than we had before. I really strongly believe, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't, that Australia can take its place, its rightful place, at the absolute first rank of national economies in the world. But first we need to navigate together these choppy waters that we are dealing with now. It's not beyond us. It will get harder before it gets easier, but I'm confident with the spirit that I've detected in all the conversations I've had the last 18 days, which I see here as well today, that we can get through a difficult period and we can have a strong economy and a strong society after we do. Thanks very much.